So Kamala Harris had a rally in Savannah, Georgia, and the Democrats were bragging about how many people showed up to this rally. They were saying that the people were so excited and energetic, so enthusiastic to see Kamala Harris. They were talking about the size of the crowd, even though this rally was only a fraction of the size of Donald Trump's even smaller rallies. Like, Donald Trump's small rallies are still way bigger than this rally, but that doesn't even matter. What matters is, funny enough, the local news in Savannah, Georgia, accidentally exposed the truth. Because you see, as the Democrats are bragging about how excited the people of Savannah, Georgia were to show up to see Kamala Harris, the local news in Savannah revealed that Kamala had to bus in people from all over Georgia. She had bus loads of people that she bussed in. She literally shipped these people in from Atlanta and other places in Georgia. Mind you, she's already had rallies and events in Atlanta, okay? This is the first time that she's been in Savannah having one of these rallies, and they couldn't fill the arena. They couldn't find enough people in Savannah to go, so they had to bus people in, from all over the state. Hey, you want a free ride to Savannah to show up to this rally? We'll give you some food, maybe a few bucks. So yeah, I just find it hilarious that the local news, I don't believe it was intentionally, I believe unintentionally they kind of exposed the truth about what's going on at these rallies. The truth is that it's not a bunch of locals showing up. No, they bus people in from all over the entire state.
1992, since a presidential candidate came to Savannah, which was Bill Clinton in the hostess city. Now, at the Market Arena itself, lines stretched around the venue, as I was just telling you, and people started getting here as early this morning for the vice president. But for those a little further away from the hostess city, shuttles to the rally contained a lot of excitement.
I was in Atlanta and I heard that the vice president was going to be in Savannah, so I decided to just kind of beeline over here and check it out.
But the same day she had this rally in Savannah, they also aired her pre-recorded interview on CNN. Now, CNN was pretending like this interview was live. It totally was not. And the reality is they cut out a lot of the interview because I don't think things were going so well for Kamala. In fact, things got so bad that after the interview, CNN, of all places, we know CNN is working for the Democratic Party. We know that CNN is nonstop propaganda. But the interview went so horribly and things are just going so bad that to save face, CNN is kind of having to tell the half-truth. And they fact-checked some of the stuff that Kamala Harris said during her interview and at her rally in Savannah. And it turns out Kamala Harris is lying. And listen, I can tell you that Kamala Harris is lying. Most of you all know she's lying. But when CNN admits it, that's when you know, like, damn, how bad can things get? But let's go ahead and watch CNN, of all places, fact-check Kamala Harris.
The fact-check bottom line, Abby, is that she did not actually make clear at a 2020 debate that she had changed her previous support for a fracking ban. So let me take you through this kind of saga. So here's what she said at a CNN climate town hall in 2019 on the subject of a fracking ban.
Will you commit to implementing a federal ban on fracking your first day in office, adding the United States to the list of countries who have banned this devastating practice?
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So, yeah.
That was quite clear. So she ended her 2020 presidential run in December 2019. The only debate she participated in 2020 was the general election debate with then Vice President Mike Pence. And I went over the transcript of that debate tonight. Nowhere in there does she make clear that she had abandoned her previous support for a fracking ban. Rather, she repeated that Joe Biden, the head of the Democratic ticket at the time, would himself not ban fracking. So listen to what she actually said in that 2020 debate.
Joe Biden will not end fracking. He has been very clear about that. I will repeat, and the American people know, that Joe Biden will not ban fracking.
So it makes perfect sense that at the time she was speaking on behalf of Biden, the president, not the vice president, sets administration policy. But maybe other people feel differently. I certainly did not hear anywhere in there Kamala Harris saying that she personally had abandoned her previously expressed 2019 view. Rather, again, she was speaking for Joe Biden.
So, as you can see from CNN themselves, Kamala Harris is flip-flopping on all of her positions, on all of her policies. And listen, I know sometimes people can have a change of heart. People change. Your opinions, your views, your stances on things can change. But that's not what we're witnessing here, folks. What we're witnessing is we're watching someone basically tell people whatever they want to hear in order to get votes. And that says a lot about Kamala Harris. Because even if even if you have viewpoints that I don't agree with, I respect someone that stands by their viewpoints and how they feel. Donald Trump, for example. There's plenty of things that he says, there's plenty of stances that he has that he knows a lot of people don't agree with, that a lot of people freak out about, right? He knows that half of America is against, certain opinions and stances that he has on certain issues. But he doesn't back down. He doubles down. Whereas Kamala Harris, she'll pretend like what she said last week didn't happen. She'll pretend like she changed her mind on this, her mind on that, or her mind on that. When in reality, the reality of the situation is Kamala Harris never really had a solid opinion on any of these things. Kamala Harris is just a talking head. She's a puppet. She's a figure that will be out here in the open for us to see, but in reality, someone's behind the scenes pulling the strings, telling her what to think, telling her what her positions are. And that's why they can change so rapidly, because sometimes there's different people pulling the strings. Sometimes there's different money involved. And sometimes she just gets put on the spot and doesn't know what to do. Because in reality, if you really hear her actual policies and positions, the ones that she does have, you would realize, oh, this sucks and it's very unpopular, which is why, she's never done that great in politics up until this point. She's kind of a DEI hire for Biden, and now this situation kind of fell in her lap because Biden had dementia. But yeah, we got a crazy, crazy election coming up. I'm sure things are going to get even crazier. When you see the mainstream media calling out Democrats, that's when you know that, things have just gotten to a new level of ridiculousness. But for now, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all soon in the next video.